Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines.
Iran says it is still reviewing the US response to Tehran's latest peace proposal, but insists negotiations will focus only on ending the war. Foreign Ministry spokesman Esmail Baghai said nuclear issues are not currently under discussion, while also defending Iran's position on the Strait of Hormuz and ongoing talks with Oman.
Iran has said that it forced a US warship to turn back from entering the Strait of Hormuz, but a US official denies a report that it was struck by Iranian missiles. Iran's Navy said it had prevented American Zionist warships entering the Strait of Hormuz area by issuing a swift and decisive warning. Iran's semi-official Fars news agency said 2 missiles had hit the warship near the port of Jask at the southern entrance to the strait, where Iran's Navy has a base. But a senior US official immediately denied the report. However, the US Central Command said in a post on X that no US Navy ships had been struck. Iran's military has warned US forces not to enter the Strait of Hormuz after President Donald Trump said Washington will begin helping ships stranded in the Gulf due to the US-Israeli war on Iran. The unified command of Iran's armed forces said US forces should stay away from the Strait of Hormuz. In a statement, the command warned that its forces would respond harshly to any threat and told commercial ships and oil tankers not to move without coordination with Iran's military. Ali Abdullahi, head of the Unified Command, said Iran has repeatedly said the security of the Strait of Hormuz is in its hands and the safe passage of vessels needs to be coordinated with the armed forces. US President Donald Trump has said that the United States will start helping to free ships stranded in the Gulf by the US-Israeli war on Iran from Monday. Trump gave few details of the plan to aid ships and their crews that have been locked up in the vital waterway and are running low on food and other supplies. Trump said in a post on his Truth Social site that the US has told these countries that it will guide their ships safely out of these restricted waterways so that they can freely and ably get on with their business. US Central Command said it would support the effort with 15,000 military personnel, more than 100 land and sea-based aircraft, along with warships and drones.
Meanwhile, 2 US-flagged merchant ships have reportedly passed through the Strait of Hormuz under the watch of American naval forces. According to US Central Command, guided missile destroyers are supporting efforts to restore safe commercial shipping through the vital waterway.
Pakistan has confirmed that it has received 22 crew members of a seized Iranian container ship from the United States as part of a confidence-building measure. The US transferred 22 crew members of the seized Iranian container ship MV Tuska to Pakistan for repatriation to Iran. According to the Foreign Office spokesperson, the individuals arrived in Pakistan last night and will be handed over to Iranian authorities today. It described the move as positive at a time of heightened tensions between Washington and Tehran. The Foreign Office said the Iranian ship will also be brought back to Pakistani territorial waters after necessary repairs and handed over to its original owners.
Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar has held talks with his Iranian counterpart Abbas Araghchi on regional tensions and ongoing peace efforts. According to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the 2 officials discussed recent developments in the region and explored ways to promote peace through dialogue and diplomatic engagement. Dar reiterated Pakistan's commitment to supporting constructive communication between Iran and the United States, while Araghchi praised Pakistan's diplomatic role in supporting de-escalation. Germany has sent the minesweeper Fulda to the Mediterranean as tensions around the Strait of Hormuz continue. Defense Minister Boris Pistorius said the vessel is not heading into combat, but is being positioned in case an international mission is needed following any ceasefire or agreement in the region.
The United Arab Emirates has left the Organisation of Arab Petroleum Exporting Countries, an alliance that does not set production policies for its members. A statement from the intergovernmental organisation follows UAE's surprise announcement on April 28th of its departure from the OPEC and OPEC Plus producer groups to prioritise boosting its own output. At least 10 people have been taken to hospitals following a shooting at a party at a lake near Oklahoma City. A police spokesperson for Edmond, Oklahoma, Emily Ward, said authorities received multiple reports of shots being fired at a gathering of young people near Arcadia Lake. Ward also told the news agency that in addition to the 10 people taken to hospitals, more may have driven themselves, adding that victims were in various conditions. Oil prices have risen over 3% after Iran claimed it had struck a US warship and forced it to turn back from entering the Strait of Hormuz, though the US denied that any US ships had been struck. Brent crude futures were up $3.64, or 3.4%, at $111.81 a barrel, having settled down $2.23 on Friday. US West Texas Intermediate was up $3.40, or 3.3%, at $105.34 a barrel, after a $3.13 loss on Friday. Prices were already trading up in the session on continued disruptions to oil supplies through the strait. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.